financial advice. Will I give it a minute? Yeah, I'm gonna give it a minute. Hello, hello. All right, good. I got three people. That's it. I'm just waiting for somebody to get on here. All right, so I'm gonna do this quickly. All right. So shout out to Sonic. All right, handed over some information. So I just want to put it out there because I want everybody to be informed, and it is. All right. Dom, I just wanted to say one thing. I appreciate you so much. You're always showing love, and I appreciate you, and I thank you very much. You know, it's funny, I haven't gotten many tips, but it got to a point where, like, I know who's actually there tipping and supporting and who's not. So, again, I appreciate you, and we'll get on with this video right now, and everybody else in here who does show love. Now, I'm going to show you this right here. Okay? That's what we're going to be speaking about. And in fact, let me just go it the other way because I don't know if you guys will be able to see it clearly. So, again, all right, screenshot it, do whatever you got to do. I'm going to break this down. I'm going to read you what was sent to me. Give me a second. Oh, shit. And as I show you that, look what I eat. Oh, that's what we're in right now. Aries. That's funny. Anyway, so, hold on. Almost lost my phone. Okay. So there's a breakdown. I got some information just now, and I'm just going to read it out to you. All right. So the green dots is loading, okay? This means loading, and this is what was sent to me. That status means this typically means the component is fully operational and ready to function. In blockchain terms, a loaded chain or subnet likely has its nodes, consensus, mechanisms, and virtual machines fully initiated and running, initialized. The purple and orange dots, initiated, ready to initiate. Okay, that's what those dots mean. This suggests that the component is prepared to start but hasn't yet begun operations. It might be waiting for a final trigger, such as a completion of another process, a manual activation, or synchronization with another component. Loading with the dot dot dot, this indicates the component is still in the process of being set up or deployed. It's not yet ready to function and likely needs more time or dependencies to complete. So now it says components ready to initiate, right? Purple and orange again. A chain and B chain are ready to initiate. This status suggests they are the next in line to become fully operational. They have likely completed their setup process with like nodes, deployment, configuration, or testing, and are waiting for a final step to start functioning. This could involve a manual activation by the XPR network team, synchronization with the banking VM or XPR update that are still loading, a network wide event such as a mainnet launch or a major update rollout. Since they're further along than the loading components, A chain and B chain are likely to come online before the banking VM or XPR update. Conclusion. This is the end. The A chain and B chain are most likely to come up first, as they're in the ready to initiate stage, meaning they're on the verge of activation. The banking VM and XPR update, while critical, are still loading and will likely take longer to come online. Once A chain and B chain are initiated, they could start handling transactions or services, potentially in coordination with the already loaded C chain, P chain, X chain, and CU subnets. This sequence aligns with a typical blockchain rollout where components are activated in stages, starting with those closest to completion. So that's basically what I got, and I'm just bouncing it off to you just to share it with you there. If you wanted to know a little bit about the chains or whatnot, I have no idea about dates. All we know is that we're seeing process happening, progress happening, and things are very close to busting out. So I just want to say good day to everybody. I'm trying my best, that's for sure. I'm trying my best. Yeah, Don, thanks again. Unplugged, what's up? What up, Scoopy? What up, Zanga? It's go time. We're at the final line. Yep. What's up? What's up? Vishya. Should we be holding stronghold? I would say so. From what I was told, I didn't really deep dive into it, but I have very reliable sources, I would say, and they have melted in my head that stronghold is going to be a very important coin. So, yes, XOR is soaring, and there hasn't been any more printing of any more assets on there. So I don't know if they're done or I don't know if they're just taking a break. To be honest, this could be a little bull run and maybe they stop so they can get people in right now. Okay. So then when people look at the asset, they see how much money is in it. Then it'll bring some type of attention to it. But these are the things I'm going to be looking for this week coming up. Is Flair going to do something this year? I have no idea. I'm stopped looking at Flair and Songbird, to be honest. I'm not really heavily invested into those things, so I'm not really paying too much attention. I actually have Flair. I got a nice number of Flair, actually, that I got when they matched my XRPs. I need to figure out where they are. I haven't touched them yet. See what's up. Do I really think XRP will be worth 10,000? Anything that's exposed to the masses usually isn't. I mean, if what they're saying is true, okay? I mean, I don't know. This is the first time I'm actually into this type of, digital type of thing. And like I said, my experiences has never seen so easily information to be rich giving out to the small masses. I'm just saying I've never seen anything like that. Can that happen? It can happen. There could be a possibility that they are really giving us, one of the golden coins, XRP. Now, don't get me wrong, Ripple is a top-notch company. Ripple is a top-notch company. If you really want to get the value of Ripple, buy the stock. That's what I'm saying. Buy the stock Ripple, and you're going to probably see great value through the stock Ripple. Now, the digital coin XRP, again, we know XRP is fast, and I mean, it's not that much slower than XPR. You're really talking about from 3 to 4 seconds to 1 second. XPR is literally like a second. I mean, I don't know. I played around with wallets, transferring it from one wallet to another, and it moves super fast. I even bought XBTC, and I tried to play around with XBTC, and XBTC moves faster than XRP, and this is the only reason why I was making these videos. And don't get me wrong, I hold XRP still, okay? But it's just mind-boggling, to me, to be like, it's just hard. It's just hard to see that. But again, anything could fucking happen in this space, so you always got to be alert, always on your toes, always holding something. We're just gonna see. But in today's world, like I said, even if XRP can get to $10,000, that's okay. And I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying if it can, XPR is still more valuable than XRP. Today's price. Meaning, like, if I had $10,000 and I bought $10,000 of XRP, compared to if I bought $10,000 of XPR, I will have hell of a lot more money with XPR than XRP. And this is the price difference. And that's only if XPR hits $100. I will have almost 5 more times the money if XRP hits $100 compared to I'm sorry, if XPR hits $100 compared to XRP hitting $10,000. All right? Again, I'm not here to bash the tech or whatever. I'm just trying to get the most money possible. And plus, I know for a fact, and you guys know for a fact, that you can stake it on your phone, okay? So you can stake it on your phone and have it in your face, looking at it growing, pulling out the money whenever you want. Now, XRP, we're all on hopes over here, okay? Nobody fully knows, we don't know if the banks are really going to take it from us and give us interest. You understand? We don't know this for sure. But for sure, I'll show you. Come on now. I don't know, my phone is freezing. I just got a new phone. I don't understand. It's fucking freezing up already. I just want to look at the percentage for XPR. You're getting 4.4%. Just tell me what bank is giving you 4.4% APR on your money. If you know where, let me know. I'll move right there. But I'm just saying, I'm just critically thinking. I'm not trying to bash, again, XRP. I just know that I got a WebAuth wallet here, and it tells me in my face, and it's in my hand, and I can move the money when I want, okay? My signature, okay? 4.4%. And that's good for me. So imagine if you could buy $10,000 worth of XPR today, and you put it on your WebAuth wallet, and you stake it on there, you're going to get a nice return. Just saying, you're going to get a nice return, okay? The only bum in here is the one that's watching. That's it. That doesn't see what I'm saying. Anyway, let's not even worry about these guys. We'll knock them out after. That's all I'm saying, You can go and buy 10,000 XRPs. If you feel happy, then go and do that. If you truly believe that that's what it is, then go ahead. Like I said, even if that's true, even if XRP can get to $10,000, you're still getting a better value with XPR. Okay? And if you don't think XPR is nothing, then stay the fuck away from it. Very simple. It's people's brain functions is just very slow, If you don't like it, stay away from it. That's all I'm saying. When I look at the value today, I can see how many coins and I did the money. Okay? $100 is very possible for XPR. Unions are in here. They're going to be peer-to-peer. All right? Listen, not everyone's going to see it. Okay? Crypto's not for everybody. And like I said, there's some people that, can't think for themselves and they go with YouTube videos. And that's all they want to know. They just want to know about their coin, and they don't care about XPR. So, again, can XRP get to $10,000? It could possibly get there. It's dealing with central banks. Excuse me. That means they're going to be pushing billions of dollars. Okay, most likely trillions of dollars being moved around. All right. So, is that a possibility? Yes, that's a possibility. But again, as of today, XPR is much more valuable than XRP. And that is the end price of $10,000 XRP to $100 XPR. Even if XPR hit $10, okay? Even if XPR hit $10, you're only 4 million away from the big pot. So I'm going to do the math for you. $10,000, 1,000 XRPs, right? It's going to get you 10 million, okay? $10 million. With a $10,000 XRP is going to get you, all right, 10 million. With XPR, if you bought that and it went to $100, you're going to get 60 million, okay? 60 million. And that's only $100. If it goes to $10, you're going to get 6 million. So look at this. XPR, right, that has more of a supply. Listen to me. XPR that has a smaller supply. XPR has a smaller supply of XRP. And let's just say if that hit $10, it's only 4 million shy of a XRP hitting $10,000. Now, again, I'm just going to put this in there. XRP today has 3 times the amount of XPR. Okay? Again, XRP has 3 times the amount of XPR. But yet, everybody's saying that XRP could hit $10,000 or more. Now you have XPR that has 1/3 of the supply. And I understand that they have an infinity supply and they can print. But as of right now, they only have 1/3 of the supply of XRP. And some people can't, and they don't think that XPR can do anything. So isn't it when you have a smaller amount of supply, usually the price will go up much faster? That's how it usually goes. So if XRP has a bigger supply than XPR, some people are believing that XRP with a bigger supply is going to be more money. So you guys do what you want to do with your money. I'm not saying to get into this or that. I'm just giving you the comparisons. That's all I'm doing. All right? This is not financial advice at all. Let's see how many silly people are on here running their mouths on here. Let's see. I answered that question already. Realistically, XRP $100 in 3 to 5 years. Okay. All right. I believe everyone had taken their positions all around the world with Sora, anticipating the reset. I hope so, man. I hope so. I really hope so. I hope XOR does a crazy turnaround. One last question. What's your thoughts on reserve rights protocol? I had that token a while ago, and I never really deep dived into it. The name caught my attention, reserve rights, but I can't really say anything more about that. Just the name really rang a bell to me, and I forgot, 2 people mentioned it to me. I can't remember who or what they said about it. So I'm sorry I don't have any more helpful information on that. You hold an XRP and XPR, yeah. That's what most of us are doing, just to cover our, just to cover our bases. Once you put it in gematria as well too, they both get the same value because they're both the same lettering. They're just mixed around, but it has the same value. So it could be the twin flames. Go watch Crypto Starship's channel on YouTube. He does twin flames. He does the gematria stuff. Should really show love over there too, because I was gonna do gematria, but it's just a lot of work. You got to go through all the names, and sometimes there's like 400 or 500 pages that you look through, just the different numbers and names and values, and it gets tiring. And if you're not getting tips or whatnot, then it's like not. I don't know. To me, it's not even worth it. At least he's got a Patreon, so he's getting money for it. But it takes a lot of time, man. It takes a lot of time. And then, you come on here, you try to do videos, and then you got, silly people on here that, they just try to fuck up the flow, the energy and shit. But let's get on over here. Where can you see the Sora supply printing? Well, I just go onto the website and just look at the amount of supply, and if I see it higher, then I know they're printing. If I don't see it higher, I know they're not printing. It's not like a screen that I'm looking at that I see like them printing and printing. I just look at how many are in the supply. If there's more, then I know they're printing. Wow, Sora's on almost a 1 million market cap. Holy shizzle. Kicking myself too, because my shit went down to like $4, but then when I was trying to buy more, like the slippage was like 40%, 35-40%, and I was like, get the hell out of here. And I just never did it. And whatever, man. I think I have enough. Michael Murray, 33. I figures a guy with a 33 code would be talking out there burritos. How do you get XPR? You can go to Metal Pay, buy it on there. You go to WebAuth Wallet, get it on there. You can get it on Trust Wallet. You can get it on there. You can go to exchanges. You know what? Go to CoinMarketCap. Type in XPR, go on the bottom, and it'll tell you every exchange you can buy XPR. Because I don't know where you're from, and I don't know what you have access to. So, yeah, I just let my viewers get at them. Get them, viewers, get them. Yep, XPR is crazy fast. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just gonna say this. I think in the wealth that's gonna be transferred in these coming years, I don't think millions of dollars is gonna be enough. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna tell you what to get, how much to spend. All I'm saying is that if there's going to be an enormous amount of billionaires and trillionaires, right? If this is going to blow up and there's going to be big wealth transfer, that means there's going to be a hell of a lot of people out here. Nice percentage, maybe like 15 to 22% of people out here already invested early into crypto. They're going to have millions and billions of dollars probably. Okay, most likely billions of dollars. And if you know that there's people out there with billions of dollars and like maybe 30% of the population, then the prices of things are going to go much higher. That's what I'm visualizing. Meaning, like, you know, obviously, let's just say today's world, right? Let's just say hypothetically, there's only about 10% billionaires, right? But then let's say crypto happens and everybody's invested and gold and all this stuff happens, and there's this big wealth transfer, right? And now all of a sudden, you went from 10% to, let's say, 35 to 40% of billionaires, right, in the world. You don't think that all of a sudden the properties of houses and mansions and all that other stuff are going to go from like millions of dollars to like hundreds of millions of dollars at least? And obviously, the people that didn't invest, the guys that are working 9 to 5 jobs, the people that are posting about tariffs and, you're going to take my job, those people are worried about jobs. I'm like, borrow money and kick an investment. I'm telling, like, in my mind, I'm just like, there's so many people out here that are trying to throw money at you. I can show you my phone. How many people call me up for loans, financial loans? I mean, sure, your phone too is getting blown up by people calling you for, all types of loans and this and that. Go borrow the fucking money and then just dump. You got credit cards? I'm not telling you to get in financial debt, but if I didn't have any other choice, I would get credit cards, take other people's money, and buy an asset. Buy physical silver. Call up AppMex. I'm sorry, not you. I would call up AppMex on my credit card and, or whoever, and be like, yo, I want to, whatever, max out. I got $5,000 credit. Okay, I want $4,000 worth of silver. Order that shit, get it in my house so I have it physically. You understand? I don't have to worry about stocks, who's freezing it, who's stopping it. No. I got physical silver in my hands, in my house. Just ordered it from the website. All right? Now, if you decide not to pay the credit card, I'm not telling you not to do it, but if I decide that I didn't pay the credit card, whatever, then I go to foreclosure, this and that, they're not going to come to my house and come get any products that I bought. They're just going to be looking for their credit. By that time, it goes all through there. I'm hoping that, the money that I borrowed and invested in, it turns over. So now I can take my initial investment out, pay back if I need to pay back the credit card. And now I'm sitting on free money. And that has nothing out of my pocket. So there's ways, and there's ways out here to invest. Okay? Especially if you're crying that you don't have any money. If you got credit, you can invest. You got credit, you can get a credit card and invest. Now, if you pay it back, that's on you. I'm not saying anything. But I'm just saying there's plenty of people out here giving fucking money away. Okay? Giving money away. Let me see. What wallet can you stake XPR on? WebAuth wallet. That is the XPR wallet. Metallicus wallet is XPR. You can leave your loan on there. You can leave your XPR on there. They even have X coins. I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna show you guys quickly what coins they have on there. Yeah, look. got metal, you got Bitcoin. See XBTC, you got Ethereum, Tether. Everybody thinks Tether's going down. In my opinion, it ain't going nowhere. But that's just an opinion. You got Sol, Solana, Tron, Chainlink, Stellar, Hedera, XDC. You got PayPal, Theta, Pack Gold. You got Dogecoin. You got Terra, X Luna, Terra. You got X Pepe. So I guess that's going to be something. All right. You got 1 inch Eurocoin. You got the C Travel Coin, Pack Dollars. Okay. There's Blast Pad. All right. And there's all these other ones. Storex, that's another good one. This is a great one. This is probably Sleeper, Pussy, Snip Coins, Metal Dollar, Metal Blockchain, the original Dundada EOS over there. Okay, this is the blockchain that XPR actually jumped off on. Okay, it was EOS. EOS, if you didn't know. So it's all there, you know what I'm saying? You could put your Bitcoin on there, your Litecoin on there, your Bitcoin Cash, Hedera. You can put all your shit on there, man. And I just gotta do your own research and leave your money wherever you feel it safe at. Let's see, I got you into XPR when you first aged, talking about it a few years back. I wish I bought more then. Actually, when I was first talking about it, it was much more money. So, I mean, you could have probably bought it now for much cheaper when I first initially talking about it. When I was buying it, I think I bought it at like 10 cents. So I bought it when it was at all-time high. So I definitely got my little nuts banged in. Something is up. There's a lot of scheduled banking server maintenance going down April 13th. Oh, shit. Now that you said that, Zanga, now that you said that April 4th, you said April 13th, banks are going onto service maintenance down on April 13th. Stay with me, people. Stay with me, people. Stay with me, motherfucking people. Oh, shit. That means Monday. Monday we could have a crash. All right, so I want to put this out here before I lose my track of thought. Watch the market. This is my own opinion. Watch the market this week, okay? Watch how the market comes on. If we're breaking records, I mean going up, if the price is going up and the market is going up sky high, then I expect, I'm not saying guaranteed, then I expect a crash coming up in Easter weekend. Pay attention to the market this week, all right? If the market, because we don't know what it looks like, we won't know until tomorrow, maybe late tomorrow, early Monday morning, if it's actually going up or down. It depends on what we do this weekend. But if the market starts crashing, right, and we have a big crash or something, then I think crypto and all that, well, I'm going to say crypto, but I think that maybe it's XPR's time. Maybe, I told you it's a biblical, right? I told you it's going to be a biblical event. And what's this Sunday? Okay? It's Easter Sunday. I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Next Sunday is Easter Sunday. All right? Biblical event. Who rose on the Easter Sunday? Jesus, they say. All right? They say it. Not me. They say Jesus rose on Easter Sunday, right? So if the market starts crashing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we go fucking down, then I think we re-rise just like Jesus on Easter Sunday. But if we start taking off and start breaking records again, all-time highs, then I expect the reversal of a crash Easter weekend. And I'll tell you why, is because Easter weekend is the 19th and the 20th, okay? 19th and 20th. So in there you got 1920, the 129 code. And we've seen all the planes crashing. Okay, we've seen, I'm going to do this shortly. The plane, December 29th, on the 29th of December, 3 planes or helicopters, whatever. There was 3 crashes in the air. January 29th, we had the airplane and the military chopper. That was an incident, right? And then there was another incident as well over there too. That happened on that day somewhere. And then we had the, in DR, remember that DR, the nightclub, the roof collapsed? So they made a big story about this Mets player that was in there, Octavio.L. And I did a video on that. His last name is .L. The dot can be the core in the atom, and the L can be the God, okay? Now, his story was he died in a nightclub because the roof collapsed on him and he died. So there's a reference of dying, a collapsing. But what's important about that is that he wore the number 29. So there's another 29 connection. Now, if you didn't notice, we just had a chopper in New York City that went down with a CEO and his family, right? So the plane model was called a Bell 209, I think. There's definitely 206 or 209. But Bell 209. So there's your 209 again, as well as, you know where it fell? You know where it fell? It fell near the Pier 26. And you know Bully Bear flips and shit over here and there. 26 becomes 29 or 59 or 29. Okay? There's another 29 code. And if you didn't know, in Florida, in Boca Roca, whatever the fuck, Boca, there was another plane that just crashed. Was it yesterday? Yesterday. And you know where it crashed? Near the I-95. And why is the I-95 important? Or how does it connect? I-95, the I is 1, the 9 is the 9, and the 5 flips to a 2. And there's your 129 again. So as I'm seeing all these events and all this other shit, right? I'm like, whatever it is, there's a strong connection to 29. The 29. So now we have Easter weekend coming up, and we're going to have the 29 coming up. All right? We have that 129 code in there. So I don't know if it really means anything or whatnot, but that is what I'm seeing. All right? So now we just had Zenga. Zenga just said over here that that the maintenance now is going down on April 13th. Well, Monday is the 14th, right? And I've been telling you about that 941 code. What is the 941 code? Because that's the same thing we keep seeing on cell phones. When you look at the commercials, every time they show you a cell phone, if you look at the time, it says 941. And I was like, what does that mean? 941, 941. For at first, I thought maybe it was meaning 419, meaning Easter weekend, right? April 19th. But now I'm thinking maybe the 14th, maybe it means something. 914, I was saying, right? 941. So maybe the year and then the date, 14. I mean, that is the 941 connection as well, too. I mean, that 941 that I've been seeing on the cell phones. I don't know what that code really means, so. But, I mean, we're going to see. You know, we'll see what happens opening up on Monday. I think Monday morning will give us a pretty much a better clue on what we'll expect for Easter weekend. You know, if we come to a crash or a fucking big fall down on Monday morning for the market, then most likely maybe we'll have a bull run that following weekend. But if we see prices rising, then maybe we start falling down and we have a big major crash Easter weekend. And then maybe the big bang is in May. Mayday, motherfucking payday. That's what I hope it is. Look at the numbers, 41 watching, 14 likes. It's in your face. It's in your face. There's your 5-5. I was just talking about the big bang, right? Just say mayday, payday. And two people just came on and messed it up. But we're going to see. I don't know exactly what it is. I just feel that something big is going to be happening in Easter weekend. And remember also that that Simpsons episode where it was the leprechaun and the bunny, Easter bunny and the leprechaun, when they met and they exploded and all these eggs started falling. Maybe this egg thing, right? Maybe all these eggs in the news and the prices going up with bird flu and all this shit. Maybe it's trying to tell us something. Oh shit, eggs is connected to birds and birds is connected to the phoenix. Oh my God, is it going to be this weekend? I hope so. I want to throw this yellow fucking coat out the window, man. I promise you, I'm going to do a video with that. I'm going to take this shit off and like that once we go up. Now I got to make sure, though, that everything is legit. I'm turning all my shit to freaking stable coins so you don't lose the price, baby. Let me read some of these guys. Almost lost track over here. Zenga testing the blockchain tech. Yeah. Your ringtone is legend. Oh, you heard my ringtone? Yeah, that was a funny ass ringtone. I be dancing every time somebody calls me. I dance so much, sometimes I don't even get to answer the fucking phone. Oh, look, we got another one in here. I'm not even gonna give them the fucking energy time of day. I'm not even gonna call them out. But you read it. You see them. You see them clowns. Yeah, yeah. My phone was actually the phone that I'm doing the video on was ringing. So a ton of credit unions as well with scheduled maintenance. Could we get a reset on Monday? Hell, motherfucking yeah, you can. But will we? But will we? I hope so. Oh, I hope so. All right, let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Let's look at some numbers over here. We got April 1st. No, no, no. That's not April 1st. What am I talking about? April 14th. How many days into the year is April 14th? This is the latest assumption. April 14th is the 104th day of the year. 1414. We were just talking about, right? Look at it again, 4114. I was just talking about it, and that's how many people is watching. 41 and 14 likes. The Matrix is speaking. That's a 55 right there. If you guys don't know, that's 55. That's the Big Bang right there. But this says April 14th is the 104th day of the year. Now, remember we were saying 55 was the Big Bang? Remember I went to the pizzeria, I did all those videos, right? And they told them to make the price $5.50. So it was a 55. I mean, this is a 55 code right here, 559. Because you have the date is 14th on Monday. 4 plus 1 is 5. And then you have the 104th day of the year. 0 don't mean nothing. 1 plus 4 is 5. So there's a 55 there. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure Crypto Starship touched on the number 559 somewhere. It could be probably Proton. But also, what I was looking at is the 19th, Easter weekend. The 19th is the 109th day. So I was like, oh, wow, there's your other 1919. I was like, that kind of like matches up there with the dates. Seems like April kind of lines up with a lot of things, you know? And then Smokeout Day, 420, right? Weed Day. That's the 100. Is that the 109th? That's the 110th day of the year. So that's 1-1. Okay? So there's your little twin tower type of coding. It could be a 101. It's really 110 is the 110th day. You know, we know crypto's 101. So I don't know. I mean, shit. I hope it's fucking Monday. We get a reset and this ball starts rolling into a big ass avalanche. I hope this ball starts rolling into a big ass avalanche. If that's the case, then listen to me. If there's going to be some reset, right? Because the Parliament had an emergency UK meeting. All right. Somebody told me on the other live that the UK got called for a Parliament emergency meeting today. First time ever. This never happened before. And now we got Zanger on the hook over here saying how credit unions are about to schedule maintenance. All these banks are scheduling maintenance. You know what? Let's kick off this. Let's do it over here. We don't need any of these words. We don't need any of these negative boo-boos up in here. I'm all about all for Metallica's coins all the way. I do hold other coins too. I don't let it stress me. I just hold. That is the perfect right there. You can't let crypto stress you. You can't let your investments stress you. You just got to buy and hold and know what the fuck you're holding. End of story. Okay? There should be no more excuses at this point. There have been plenty of videos, plenty of time to do your own research. And if you haven't done your own research and you're just relying on other people to do it for you, whatever happens to you, you know, you can't be complaining. You didn't take your own fucking life in your own hands. You didn't take your own investment in your own future in your own hands. You can't blame nobody but yourself. Yeah, it's either going to be a bank run or a reset, but something's brewing up here. I don't know. My stomach brain is like brewing up something. I've been trying to figure out. I didn't know if it was because I was fucking hungry because I haven't eaten in like 30-something hours, or if it's just something brewing. XRP will make everyone rich at first, I think. But then the big collapse happens. I think it will be gone if all the banks are gone too. Yeah, I don't know if the banks will be here or not. I can't. That'll be a wild time if all banks go down and we just become the banks. That'll just be a wild time. I'm sure there's going to have to be banks to do something with other entities. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's going to have to be some, but I just don't think that banks are going to be needed as much as today because we can bank right through our phones. You can bank right through our phones now. So, very interesting. And plus, we got the metaverse. We know that everybody's getting pushed into the metaverse. So, all these banks could literally disappear and go into the metaverse. You know, like no physical bank, just like a site. That's it. So I don't know. There's a lot of things coming up. You know, it's getting exciting, getting nervous. Oh, what I wanted to say is I don't want to mess up. If there's some type of test or something like this, there could be a possible attack. Now remember, AT&T is very big in these codes, and if you don't know, I gotta watch what I say. AT&T is, in my opinion, probably nothing to worry about. But I think it's like an attack. I don't know. It could be connected to. Look at AT. Remove the and. Okay, remove the and you got ATT. All right, ach. Okay, I'm just saying ATT, and then you got ach. All right, just like Muhammad. Right? What was his last name? Atta. Right? 2001 event. Last name Atta. I can't get any more there. If you understand how I cryptic talk over there, then you got it. Invest in metal Dow too. Again, I can't give you financial advice. I can just tell you that I have some. Not Trust Wallet. I tried. Not available. All right. XPR is on the Trust Wallet, but it's under Ethereum. It's not under the Proton blockchain. So what you'll have to do is, if you are trying to buy, this is what I experienced. When I try to buy Proton on the Trust Wallet, I have to have either Ethereum or something, an ERC20 token, right? So I can swap that particular token for the XPR one. So if you get money on your Trust Wallet, then basically all you got to do is swap it out for XPR on Ethereum. Then on your WebAuth wallet, you have to get the cross chain receiving. So when you go into your WebAuth wallet, you go into XPR, you press receive, then you'll look at the Ethereum chain. Press the Ethereum chain, get the address from the Ethereum chain, then you're going to take that address and put it into your Trust wallet. When you're in your Trust wallet, you're going to say, I want to send my ERC20 XPR tokens to the WebAuth wallet and install the WebAuth wallet receiving XPR on the Ethereum network. Then from there, it probably automatically will just transfer it over. You can stake your XPRs on the WebAuth wallet. It's 4.4%. No banks are giving you that. There is no banks giving you that at all. All right? And just look how many XPRs you wind up getting back after 24 hours. Okay? And then you can play around. And then just be like, all right, well, if there was $10 a coin and I'm getting so many XPRs every 24 hours, how much money would that be? And that will give you an idea on maybe how much you need to have, because you know your lifestyle. You know, you might love, material things. You might be a person that wants to buy 15 cars and buy 4 mansions and another castle, and 4 summer houses. That might be you. So if that's the type of person you are, then most likely you're going to need a nice, heavy passive, flow, passive income. If you're a simple person, you just sip water, eat fruits, and you don't travel that much, then you might not need as much. But I think a $5 or $10 is a good guide, on like what you'll be getting back. So like I said, if you're experiencing the WebAuth wallet, right, transfer it out, zero it out to zero on the staking, right? Or collect your staking, and then in 24 hours, see how many XPRs you accumulated. Then times it by $5. Then ask yourself, would you be comfortable living on that amount of money per day? Okay. And if you don't feel like it's that comfortable, then you can answer your own question by saying, I think I need more because I like to have this amount of money flowing to me every day. So, for everybody who keeps asking, that is one of the best models you can do. Use about $5 of an XPR value and then see how many you're getting in your WebOff wallet. And that basically will tell you, are you getting enough that you need to support you or your family or whoever you may be with, your partners, your animals? Or do you need more? Or maybe that's enough. So try it out. Lone Metal or XPR tokens? I'll take any. Joy. You know what? I'll take Lone or XPR. Whatever you prefer, Lone or XPR. The metal wallet. Yep. Quite frankly, I do not think you need a ton of XPRs. I believe eventually one XPR will be easily $10,000, but I can see it going to 100,000. So having about 1,000, you'll be good. In Zanga's opinion, not financial advice. Don't shoot the messenger. Accumulated all the Metallicus coins and stake them or put them in their liquidity pools and earn more. I can't answer that because I'm not eligible to do the pools or whatnot, and I don't really know too much about the pools. I know there's like some type of loss, permanent loss or something like that, and I'm not too familiar. You know what? You can probably reach out to Dom on here. He's very knowledgeable on that. If you find him on here, Don Hamilton, maybe you can hit him up and ask him more. I really don't. I'm really not too knowledgeable about the pools and all that. If there is a will, there is a way. I always said, manifest that shit. Yep, tell him, Ricky. I did that. After paying it back, they closed the card. Well, of course they're going to close. Oh, you paid them back. Oh. I was going to say, if you didn't pay them back, of course they're going to close the card on you. But you'll have your silver. Or I would have my silver. I don't know. But as long as you're showing responsibility, you can get credit out the ass. Right now, people are throwing money at people right now. All right, which makes me even think that maybe the dollar is going to fucking become, close to worthless, and we're going to move over to maybe gold and silver, or digital money. This paper money is going to be nothing because, everyone's going to be using digital money. So I don't know where all this paper money is going. Makes me. I never got so many texts or so many phone calls, offering me fucking, loans. I never seen it before. It's almost like people are just throwing money out there because maybe they think or maybe they know something like money's going to just be gone or evaporated like Venezuela's, So right now they're like, oh, let's just give out this paper money and try to make as much money as possible, make people, make profit of people and then flip it to something else. I don't know. It's just bugged out. I never seen. I erased all these damn texts, but 80,000, 120,000, like all these types of money that they want to throw at me. Shit, I'm almost tempted to just take their money and just buy crypto with it. Eric, I don't know what you mean. I don't know if you're talking to me, how much, or somebody else. Metallicus or Metal app? Well, the wallet's called WebOff wallet, and then where you can purchase and swap coins is Metal Pay, I think. Or Metal X, I'm not sure. Buy with credit card and get charged outrageous interest, and then sell whatever you purchase and make a profit. There you go. Thank you. WebOff wallet is so easy to stake, it's incredible. That's another thing too, right? Didn't you hear Brett Garlinghouse talking about we want to make it as easy as possible to move money as easy as an email? Well, one of the groups that already made money easy, moving money as easy as an email, is Metallicus. It's Passover. Things are going to happen. For sure, Red Bull, for sure. We're all ready for the Phoenix to rise. We are all ready. Oh yeah, I did answer your question, sir, Paul. I did answer. I basically said the name caught my attention, but I never really deep dive in it. And two people mentioned it to me, and that's all I really know. So I don't really have too many thoughts on the reserve protocol, reserve rights. I don't even know what he said to answer that. I see Red Bull was saying why stick to just XMD metal, XPR, XDC, all not wrapped. So I don't know what Mr. XDC was saying. Whatever. It's coming to take space up. I was thinking about the leprechaun and Easter bunny thing you showed me a long time ago. Yeah, I never knew what it could mean, but we could get lucky on Easter. That's what it could mean, maybe. Lucky leprechaun, right? Pot of gold. Maybe those 3 blocks from Marshall's Post means 3 days, which is Monday, April 14th, mother effers. It's the XDC. I'm gonna wind up removing you because you're taking up space. I got a bit of random question and it's odd, but I'm not being rude. XPR and ETH base proton. XPR is on Ethereum blockchain. Well, you think Ethereum's got a freaking currency sign right next to it on the WebAuth wallet? What happened XOR? 776% in 7 days. Yeah, but we know that can go as fast down as it goes up. So XPR not available to buy on Trust Wallet. I'm gonna go on right now. It's like the third time I've seen somebody say that. I'm gonna double check right now. Just give me a second because I want to check something. Yeah. It's there. I don't know what you guys talking about. Yeah, I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show you right now. Everybody, this is the Trust Wallet. Okay, XPR on the search. Okay, there it is, right there on the bottom. XPR Ethereum. XPR Binance Chain. Okay, if you go with the Binance Chain, I know it's much cheaper to move. Hold on a second. I just want to look to see if they have an option on the WebAuth wallet here for that. No, 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 receive. Let's just say. Yeah. Well, you see. XPR, Ethereum, and Binance. Okay, those are the 3 chains right there. So now, right, you want to receive, if you buy it on the Trust wallet, right, and this is the WebAuth wallet. So what I'll do is I'll press Ethereum. Oh, now it won't let me. You see, New York residents are not allowed to use cross-chain bridges. Now it's not letting me. But this is what you would have to do. You would have to press that. It would go to the Ethereum one, and then you just take this particular QR code and you scan your Trust wallet. Well, you scan the QR code with your Trust wallet and you send it over there. So it's just so weird. Some days I can get the freaking thing, and some days it won't let me. It's almost like there's like a glitch, like it misses that I'm from New York or something. I don't know. But again, I just showed you that it is available on the Trust wallet. I just showed you there. I just showed you there was like there's 2 of them, Binance and Ethereum. And matter of fact, I would use Binance because Binance is much cheaper to move. Oh, Schnaparona. I totally forgot I was on. Somebody almost hit my truck. Sorry, guys, I had to step out. In fact, XOR's pumping to us so suspicious. We could finally be at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, a freaking reset possible Monday. Yes, I was thinking that too, Zanga. When I seen that they stopped printing, I was trying to look at the numbers of the actual how much they printed because I was trying to see if it was any type of correlation to anything or like a special number. Because I have no idea how many they're trying to print. I thought they were trying to stop at 1 quintillion. They were fucking at 300 and something. So I had no idea. I thought maybe they'd go for the 333 or maybe straight 5, 500 flat or 555. That's what I really thought. I was waiting until they got into like up in the 450s, 500s, and then I was going to really load up. But I might have missed the boat. It is what it is. This is what happens. This is what happens when you try to wait for the lowest time to buy. You'll get fucked just like this. And so it was super cheap to buy. And I'm over here talking shit. I'm like, just buy. You know what it was? Because the slippage was crazy. It was like almost 40%. I was not going to be giving up my money and have somebody fucking just take half of my money like that from me. There used to be 4 or 5 physical banks on my road, and now there is literally 1. They are shutting them down like, ooh, they was throwing parties. Buy a Metal Pay wallet. Also, I have Trust also, but it's easier on Metal Pay. I'm sure it is much easier on Metal Pay. The Metal Pay, you can buy it, and then with the @ name, you just move it. Bing, bing, bong. So, welcome. How much APR staking? 4.4%. On the WebAuth wallet, they're giving 4.4%. They ain't no banks. There is no bank giving out that type of percentage. Okay, if the banks are gone, who do we have debt with? Debt free, baby, because there's a guy named Don, and he's gonna make debt free. JD, what up, King? And Massive Whale opened a 200 million long on BTC. That's 40 times. Somebody knows something. Monday is looking super juicy. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you? Yo, Zanga, what's your wallet? See, this is what I do. When I have supportive fucking people here. Matter of fact, there's 2 people I want to send to. I know one of them who I'm going to send to. But Zanga, what is your wallet? I think you're right, Dom. He says pools have impermanent losses. This is a huge subject that needs to be studied. Okay? So again, people, if you're watching this channel, please study pools, farms, and all that liquidity shit. Before you rush and throw your money into something, please study those particular subjects. Impermanent loss in the pools. Silver. Silver is king. Silver is king. Is MetaMask WebAuth wallet? No, 2 totally different wallets. I don't know if they have connections, but they're totally 2 different wallets. There is a pink moon tonight. Pink moon tonight, maintenance tomorrow, and a Wild Wild West on motherfucking Monday. New season of Black Mirror, last episode, 8, USS Callister into Infinity. It's all about XPR. They even mention Metallicus. They tell you what's going to happen. I won't give spoilers. You know what? That'll be my next one. So thank you, Lux. I'm going to start watching Black Mirror because a few people told me I never got around to it. Yo, Bully! Hope you're doing great. I saw the other day on Alco Exchange there are a lot of tokens, but majority of them are not listed in the WebAuth wallet. That you're going to have to. If you like wasting money, I'm going to put it like this. If you like wasting money, or if you like to play lottery and gamble, then you can go and play around with the WebOff wallet and Alcor. Okay, I can't tell you what's legit and what's not. I can tell you what I feel, but I can't tell you permanently what's really legit. But I just buy the coins that kind of ring a bell to me. I throw in $1 and that's it. It's like a scratch off. $1, $2. I just throw it in, and that's it. I hold on to it, and whatever happens, happens. Do I know what crypto actually is? It's digital money. Well, like I said, blockchain, I'm not too keened up on that, but I will say the only thing I know is digital money is crypto. Just like credit cards. Oh, so when you purchase on Alcor, you mean? If I wanted to swap some XPRs for a Proton Pussy, where are the coins stored? It'll go right back to your wallet. So what you do is you take your WebOff wallet, you'll connect it to the Alcor exchange. Alcor exchange will ask you to connect your wallet to it. Once your wallet's connected, you have to make sure you have XPR available to swap, or whatever pairs it is. You can swap with loan, metal, XPR, US dollar, whatever it may be. So once your wallet's connected, you accept the transactions, then you can do it on there. And once you do the transactions, like let's say I want to take 100 XPRs to get 1,000 Proton Pussy tokens. Once you make the transactions, it automatically goes into your wallet. You don't have to do anything else after that. All right. Don says he loves swapping on his decent wallet. It's better than exchanges. Oh, I'm beautiful. Praise to the whole most high mighty. Metal DAO, metal blockchain, or XPR. Why not all three? I can't find the WebOff wallet. WebOff, not WebOff. WebOff. WEBAUTH. Let's see. Black Mirror, last episode. I'm going to watch that. Man, watching me all the way from freaking the Emirates. That's what's up. Black Mirror back on. I mean, I don't know. I never watched it, but somebody keeps telling me to watch it, so now I'm going to have to watch it. Season 8, I think he said. Episode 8. All right, episode 8. So wherever I got to look. New technology is coming. Yep. The stars say sell Sunday. Sell all their meetings. April 25th, May 12th, June 6th. Buy the news. Sell the events. We'll see. Well, everything is opposite, Luke. Everything is opposite. Do I think Elon will use XPR? You never heard me sing a song? Elon will use Proton. In my own opinion, Elon will use Proton. The most high you are definitely welcome. Yeah, I'll watch it when I get home. I'm about to break out right now, actually, so. I'm breaking out. All right, peeps, it's an hour, and it's been over an hour. It's time to go. It's time to boogie, but, yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. I wanted to make this a short video, but, I'm glad you all showed up and hanging out. All right? So, it is what it is. And, yeah, Zanga, somehow, some way, hit me up. Let me know your wallet. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, meet and greet. I'm in New York City, baby. Just check season 7, episode 6. That's 13, baby. 7-6 is 13. Yeah, listen, you know what? We're not here to get anybody. We're just here to share information, have some fun, and if they decide to do, go that way, then they decide, So that's all I can say. That's all I can say. And Zhang, I just want to say before I get off here, thank you very much. You're always coming on here positive, always giving, information that I'm not aware of. So I appreciate that because you're always educating me, and I'm sure you're always educating everybody else out. All right. Shout out to New Titan. Yeah, he is one brilliant dude. That guy is one brilliant guy. So wherever he may be, hopefully he's safe and happy and all that. Joy, you're always here too. So thank you for spreading all the joy on here as well. So much love to everybody on here. And I got a little. I gotta do this movie decode, man. I gotta get back into these movie decodes. We'll get back to you. All right, I'm out this time.